I'm here to catalyze global ascension, and today I would love to vlog about negative emotions. I just finished a beautiful cruise of 2 weeks with Abraham Esther Hicks, and now I'm in Rome, and it's full moon, and there's an eclipse. And if you are a sensitive person like me, then during full moon time and during eclipse time, you feel more sensitive. It's like as if all of your senses are more open. And I've learned during the cruise from this beautiful, cute couple that I've made friends with, that sometimes your senses can be linked in some ways. So for example, when people talk very loud in my surrounding, it's like there's an overlap in between hearing and feeling. So if the sound is too loud, it will actually feel like as if my body is hurt, not only through my ears, but as if my body gets hurt. So it's like my feeling senses and my hearing senses are very connected. Other people can, for example, smell the color purple. So their smell and their seeing are linked in any way. Anyway, didn't really wanted to talk about that. I really want to talk about negative emotions. I'm in Rome, and I feel that this is a very big topic because negative emotions are influencing actually almost more than negative thoughts, because it's our feelings that are really creating our reality, more even so than our thoughts. So if you would just steadily go for good feeling thoughts, really steadily, how you say that, like completely monitor and tune in with the way you feel, it's a very fast way to ascension and awakening, because while you are tuning into your feelings and your emotions, you actually are more in tune of what you're actually creating in every moment. And so what I've discovered now recently, and it's a big discovery, is that before, when I used to have a negative emotion, I kind of felt double bad, meaning I would have a negative emotion. Let's say I was very sad, or I was very upset, or I was angry, or was feeling despair, or some emotion like this. Not only I would feel that emotion, but on top of it, I would feel bad about having a negative emotion, like judging myself on having a negative emotion. I would say, wow, look at you with all your spiritual work and blah blah, look at you now, you're having a negative emotion. And so I would kind of blame myself while having a negative emotion about anything else already, and so kind of like putting myself in the even lower vibration by judging or not allowing myself to have negative emotions. And so during this cruise with Abraham, I really discovered, like, oh my God, like something so beautiful that I want to share with you because it might help you. At a certain point, Abraham said something that really touched me, really moved me. So I'm going to try to not use her words, but use my understanding about it. Because I think that you're tuning into my video because you are resonating with my vibration. So rather than saying something that somebody else said, let's share what I feel, right? So I now understand that having a negative emotion just basically means that let's speak about me, I'm having a negative emotion. It just means that I am not in tune with what I have created for myself at that moment. I am not in tune, if I feel negative emotion, with what source or creation or my inner being that is creating reality on the outside, my inner being is creating for me at this moment. So let's say a situation. I would like, for example, someone to contact me, and this person is not contacting me. Yeah, I actually have several people that I would like me to contact, but they're not contacting me. So I think I'm creating a lot of this to learn exactly this lesson. So let's say I feel that negative about this. I feel sad, or I feel kind of abandoned, or let down, and I feel kind of that these people don't love me, and why don't they call me or just contact me, or I kind of take it personal. Okay, so I'm having this negative emotion. Now I can have totally different viewpoints on this, and this is when it gets really interesting. So I can say, hey, I'm having a negative emotion. How interesting. That means that somewhere I am not in line or not aligned to my source within, to the creation that I'm creating right now. So I could say, hey, I'm feeling sad that this person is not contacting me. How interesting. Let's have a look at it. And then the first things to look at would be, how does the source within me, how is my inner being viewing this? What's the perspective of my inner being or source on this? Then a source, for example, could be way more interested in me finding the alignment within myself without that person contacting me. Because maybe somewhere, probably somewhere, I'm giving my power away to this person by desiring or wanting this person to contact me, because I have the feeling that this person is there to teach me something, or to give me something, or something that I am missing. So Source is maybe Source is very happy that this person is not contacting me, because it's way more expensive for me right now to not be contacted. Maybe if this person would contact me, or these several people would contact me, then okay, we would have contact, and maybe I wouldn't learn out of it so much. So this is just a little example, a very personal example, but it could be the same for you. So let's say you have a negative emotion about the situation, doesn't matter what it is, you in your mind or your heart, you were having the desire to experience a certain situation and it's not happening. Then you have a negative emotion about that. Then, instead of going deeper and deeper into that negative emotion, you can say, hey, how interesting, I'm having a negative emotion. Somewhere I am not aligned with my source. Somewhere I'm not aligned with what my inner being wants for me. And at this moment, you can say, okay, so what is the lesson in it? What is there in there for me to learn? And a lot of people have negative emotions because something is not exactly as they want. And then a lot of times we don't realize that this is exactly what we need at that moment. It is exactly, the universe is not unfair. The universe is never unfair, it's always fair. And it's always precise, and it's always exact. So whatever is happening is exactly what you need at that point for you in order to evolve. So the whole universe is showing you examples of situations, of vibrations, of what the universe wants for us to understand. So even though it might look different than whatever you thought that you wanted to live or learn, it's exactly right. It's exactly as it is. And so instead of blaming other people and saying this situation is like this, because in my situation I could say, oh, this person really is not loving me, da 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 da, or make the whole thing, or I can take it back, take the power back towards me and say, okay, so be it. This person is not contacting me because they are not ready, or because it's just not the right time, or because something else needs to happen first, or because it's just not a good idea, or because, and then you can fill it in. It doesn't really matter so much. It just is. The situation is, and there's something to learn in that situation, and there's always something positive to find. Always something positive. There's always something beautiful in that situation. So anyway, I hope this was helpful for you, as it is helpful for me. And so next time you have negative emotions, don't beat yourself up about it. Don't feel double negative because you're having a negative emotion. But really stay within yourself and try to see from the source within you. Try to have a look at it from the source within you, looking from your eyes and seeing a whole different perspective. And then slowly talk your way into a higher vibrational feeling, into a higher vibration. So, thank you very much. I bless you from Rome, and I hope you're having a good full moon night. Full moon is always, I'm always so magnetic, so electromagnetic, magnetic, these beautiful energies. So, okay, thank you for watching. Let me know what you do with your negative emotions. I'm always very happy to learn, and see you around in my next vlog, I hope. Namaste.